So I don't really know. I can't remember the name of this town. Can you?
Twyning?
Twyning. We're in Twyning, right? Not named after the Twyning tea company. Though I would.
It might be Twyning. I don't know what it's called.
Maybe it is related to the tea company. Very confusing. If anyone knows. So we are just outside the Fleet Inn. We've been here for 2 days. Yesterday, I wouldn't really call it a day. It was more a deluge.
A deluge.
A deluge.
A deluge.
A deluge. The water levels are definitely up, but not by a lot. In front of us are several locks, one of which has a winter closure coming up that we knew sort of about. Like, I'd seen the notification, but it was so many days off it didn't matter.
But it turns out it wasn't so many days off.
Turns out it wasn't so many days off, and it does matter. Or it might matter. The notification on the website says it's as of the 11th, which at this point is 3 days away, and we've got plenty of time to get there because it's a day and a half max to get there.
The weird thing is, though, that the woman that we bought the license off
didn't mention it to us.
Yeah. So you'd have thought she'd have mentioned it.
And then when you click through to the notification, in a little small section, it says it actually starts from the 5th, which means that's 3 days before now. So hopefully. So we got to call them in a little bit. But first we're going to head off towards Pershore.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go today. Maybe we'll go further.
Which I think there's just 2 locks between us and there.
Not in the mood today.
She's not in the mood today. She's not feeling that good. It is grayish, but it's, like I say, yesterday was a deluge, and there are 3 days of deluge ahead of us.
So we should move today.
Kind of want to get up above the low bridge at Pershore.
And it is raining, and it is windy.
So it'll be a little less than pleasant today.
For the last 3 hours, I've come to keep Michael company.
I am freezing.
Damp.
Extremely damp. My hands underneath my very efficient good mittens have gotten quite damp. But it's been beautiful out here, just not weather-wise. There's like, came into the last lock and maybe 50 feet before the lock, it was like, oh, it's actually getting kind of sunny. Maybe not. Maybe not. Holy crap.
That's what I thought. It's like the sun shining. Oh, I didn't notice this lock on the map. Oh well.
Yeah.
I came outside.
It'll be fine. And then
it's
by the time you get outside, it's just
like the
absolute bloody down.
The worst weather, the worst rain of the whole day.
Yeah. A bit unpredictable. But lots of wildlife about, lots of domesticated wildlife, cattle and sheep. There's a couple of who looked at me with some sort of strange.
Yeah, they're like, "Are you crazy? Why are you cruising in this weather?"
No, they were looking at me like, "Well, that looks like a good life. Maybe I should give up the whole wool trade and get a narrowboat." So we've made it to,
Pershore?
yeah, that's the one, Pershore.
3 locks. I looked at the map and I was like, it's only 2 locks.
And then we found one at the last second, and it turned out there was a third lock.
It was a middle lock.
The middle lock, yeah. So, nothing too challenging.
Apart from the weather.
Yeah, bit of weather problems, bit of current problems in a few places. The last lock was deeper than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and it had a ground paddle, which we'd not seen one in use in the centre of the lock before.
Yeah.
But it's like really well.
Yeah, so you open the ground paddle and you wait an exceptionally long time while the lock fills up to where the sluices for the door paddles are in fact submerged. And up until that point you're like, wow, this is so gentle and it's just very calm. And then we open the door paddle and it's like, holy cow!
Yeah, I probably should have just done it half, but luckily it was fine.
Yeah, but it was a lot of movement. So whatever you do, if you're coming through the Pershore lock,
Follow the instructions.
follow the instructions.
The instructions are really good.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of current south of the lock,
'cause
downstream.
We've got the booklet, the guide, and it tells you about the 2 bridges that are challenging to navigate, especially if there's
Fresh water.
Lots of currents.
And coming up, it's really not that challenging. You know, the bridges are close together,
So the
but
first
because you're
one's-
going against the current, it's kind of not so hard.
and the first one's got one big arch, and the second one's got
A little bit of a more narrow.
smaller arches, and they don't line up. And you go through the first one and think this is easy, and then you were like, okay, I've hit the current now, because
Yeah.
it narrows, so all of the water.
Speeds up quite a bit. And then you get to the other side, and it's like coming down off of this hydro station that's over to our side here. There's quite a bit of flow. So I can imagine that if you were going downstream, that would be a bit of a trick. But upstream, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and the second lot, we weren't expecting it because I hadn't spotted it on the map, and then just before we got there, the sun came out, and it was all lovely. And then just as I came outside to
actually do the lock, just a massive downpour began.
the worst rain of the day, the
Yeah.
heaviest rain.
And it only lasted as long as we were in the lock. As soon as we were up at the top and heading out, whoop, it's gone.
And
Nice.
then that lock happened to have a swing bridge over the top of it as well, just to add to the fun. And then we came out of that, there was a sunken boat sticking out at a funny angle at the weir, so that was a bit sad.
Yeah.
But we didn't film anything.
No, it's too bad we didn't get a shot of that. The weather's just been too bad.
I wish we'd seen this in summer or in spring or on a sunny day. Like
Yeah.
it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, I love the lack of traffic. I
We're the
completely
only-
love the lack of traffic.
We're the only boat moving.
Yeah.
I've not seen a boat at another visitor mooring.
No. This morning I called ahead and we found out that the lock closure that is due is not actually happening until like a month and a half from now. There will be intermittent work, as in some guy like walking up and staring down it and going, yep, gonna have to do that soon.
Yeah, so it's now forecast rain for 3 days, so we might end up here for a little while.
Technically 24-hour moorings, but since
Where
there's
does it
not
say- where
a
does it
lot
say
of,
that?
I think I said on the sign back there, might be 48. But since there's not a lot of, congestion, I think it'll be okay.
And it's really nice mooring. There's playing fields here, so
Good place for George to throw.
yeah.
He's happy already. So we're going to take a walk into town,
Yeah.
go to the Asda, come back, at which point I am going to strip off all of my clothing and set it on top of the fire and allow the water to boil
We're not that
off
short.
slowly.
We're not that short of fuel.
Thanks for watching. Click the thumbs up. Hit the bell if you want to get a set of notifications whenever we're ready to annoy you. And make a comment. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a gold swedgie. What's a swedgie? A swedgie is a soaking wet pair of underwear that have ridden up. It is a
Soggy wedgie.
soggy wedgie. A sogging wet wedgie.
Or a squedgie.
Also known as a squedgie.
So thanks for watching.
Squidgies aren't as much fun as they sound. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, hit the thumbs up,
That's
subscribe.
like-
Bloody hell.